to attend a four-year university. Escort Carter is the son of Larry and Bonne Terre. Carter is a four-year member of Raider football, basketball, and baseball. He's also a member of Pep Club, FCA, Student Athlete Leadership Team, and National Honor Society. Queen candidate. Concert choir. After high school, Landon plans to attend college. Jersey Rotoball and Landon Cater. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your entire North County High School homecoming for 2020-2021. And the 2020.
I couldn't do that because I have the radio in one hand.
Good shows.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was really hoping you were going to figure out something.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the North County High School homecoming queen, Savannah, escorted by Producer-Ricco.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent J.J. Vickers.
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams, and here are some of my listings. If you're looking to buy or sell, give me a call. I'm happy to help.
Fire, smoke, or water damage? Let Barnett Restoration take the stress out of the situation. We have over 75 years of combined construction and restoration experience. We are locally owned and work with all insurance companies. Call us anytime. We are open 24/7. You can reach Bryant Restoration at 986-3260 or online at BryantRestorationCo.com.
Hi, I'm Julie Pratt, and I would love to help you plan for retirement. At Belgrade Financial in Deloge, we work to build a financial plan that will focus on your individual needs. Retirement doesn't have to be hard. Let me work for you. Come see me today at Belgrade Financial Services in Deloge.
Hi, I'm Sean Paul, attorney at law here in Bonne Terre, and I have an office in St. Louis. I practice in the area of bankruptcy law, Chapter 7, Chapter 13, and family law. Family law generally is child support, divorce, and other related family issues. So call me today if you need some help, 314-827-4027.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's homecoming 2020 at North County High School. Get up off your feet, get on your feet, and bring out your North County.
Same type of philosophy as the Raiders. Play your game, defend the ball hard, get your ball to the playmakers, make sure that everybody can come out and really put forth a heavy downhill battle, right? That's what they're wanting to do, downhill. This Chris Butts, this running back for Windsor, tough, strong kid, did battle some injuries late last year. Now coming out this year, walked off the field again last week, right? He had an injury last week as well. So coming out from North County, though, talking to Coach Jones again, he's turning around and he says that he's liking what he sees out of the boys this week. They're fired up. It's homecoming night, right? We just got the candidates that are walking off of the field. Those candidates that were selected by the student body. And I'm expecting to see a pretty tough game. I'm expecting to see some heads-down football tonight.
Me too, and I'm looking forward to this one again. It's homecoming, big game, huge crowd, especially for the COVID-19 restrictions. And, man, I know these football players, they've missed.
Out, see their kids during homecoming and participating. I get the restrictions, but everybody seems to be managing it pretty well, keeping their distance for the most part. Everybody's got most people have a mask on. And at times, it's better to be safe than sorry. If you're feeling ill, stay home, right? But support our athletes, support our student body, and I'm just excited to see a bigger crowd. It
is, and you guys watching might be able to hear them.
of these guys on this Windsor team, these starters, these playmakers, they do play on both sides of the ball. North County is very fortunate to not have to have that in certain situations, one particular with their quarterback. So, towards the end of the night, I think is where you're going to see the key plays made, right? I think this is going to be a close one to the end. We'll see, but I think it will be a battle to the end.
If Williams can't get the passing game working tonight, the Raiders got to watch him for the run game. In 64 attempts, he's accumulated 862 yards this season for 143.7 yards per game and an average of 13.5 yards per game, 10 touchdowns on the season.
Stud. He flat-footed. One thing to take note, though, this defensive line for North County has made it behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively as well, maybe move some kids around, maybe actually put 5 defensive linemen down, this week, put 2 on the outside and really that line of scrimmage.
And this game is about to kick off here. Derek Williams kicking the ball also for Windsor. Back to receive is Clayton Chandler, and it looks like Job Smith. Here's the kick, and the game's underway. That's a short one. Gets to the 40, dove on by the Raiders. He's going to be touched, and they'll get the ball on their own 39.
Good play there by James Ward, senior, just laying on the ball. That's one thing. Once it gets beyond 10 yards, you got to lay down on that ball. Field position right there.
Last game, Nolan Reed did throw his first 2 interceptions of the year. And, I mean, it's really good if you're still.
And you really think as many times as he's targeted a lot of these players on his team, that's not bad at all.
Snap, and it's going to be a carry.
But we talked about this last time we were here, right, Jared? We were talking about hitting the playmakers. Got to hit the playmakers tonight.
Here's a snap. It's another handoff. He gets the first down. Pushed back, though, but he did have forward momentum. Gain of about 6 there. It's going to be 1st and 10.
His way beyond that secondary, right? He's a good open field.
Pass, looking out deep. He's got Carter Kekek. It's caught. If he stays up, he's got a touchdown. First touchdown of the game on homecoming, and North County takes a lead. To those fans, and they're loving it.
I think Nolan.
We're out here to cover for North County. He was about perfect, missed 1, I believe. Here's the kick. It's blocked. So he's going to be 0 for 1.
The UniTec Career Center, where we offer tomorrow's training today. We provide job training in industries that need you. Juniors and seniors from area schools can participate in great programs like radio TV, graphic design, culinary, nursing, computer networking, welding, machine tool, construction, residential wiring, computer maintenance, automotive, collision repair, outdoor power equipment, and robotics. Ask your counselor today how you can enroll at the UniTec Career Center.
back in North County. Nolan Reed connected with Carter Kekek for the game's first touchdown. It's 6-0. Carter Kekek, his kick was blocked for the point after.
We think about that play call by Coach Jones right there, right? Homecoming night, third or fourth play. Let's just run a huge slant downfield, see if we can't put a score in the end zone. I love it.
Here's a good kick received by the Owls, running straight up the middle from where he caught it, and he's got blockers. He's got blockers now out to the outside at the 40, pushed out of bounds at the 50. They're going to have the ball on their own 48.
Little cutback there towards the left side, far side of the field. Wolcott's a fast athlete. We're going to see a lot out of him tonight, I have a feeling.
Ball spotted at the 44.
I noticed this a lot on the last time I watched a little game film of Windsor from Huddle, this shotgun formation.
Snap, quarterback carry. Taken up the middle, still on his feet, brought down, gain of about 5 there. There's Reed on both sides of the ball tonight. Had the huge pass and now the first tackle for the Raiders.
I talked to Coach Jones again this week about that, and he did mention that Reed would actually be in to run some defensive snaps. He said that Reed doesn't like to sit on the sideline, doesn't like to sit there and get cold. He wants to be out on the field.
Windsor setting up with 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side. Here's a handoff running up the middle, pushing, no. Looks like he gained about 3. So it's going to be 3rd and 2.
As the ball moves down the field, I think you'll start to notice too as Windsor, starts to move. They're bringing a guy in every single play, right? That's how they bring in their play calling. You're going to see a mixture of Wolcott, Hirth, Peru, A.J. Patrick, which is actually a freshman wide receiver. A lot of these guys, they're going to spread out the field today and see what they can do to get the ball downfield.
Snap again. It's going to be another handoff. No, it's a quarterback carry. Taken down, but he looks like he did.
Great little read option there by Windsor. That's, he put the ball in his stomach, read that defense. The defensive committed just a little bit. He had a wide open hole, just went. All he needed was 3 yards.
And he got it.
Yep.
And 1. That's going to put the ball on North County's 45. And as Windsor edges ever so closely to the Raider end zone, you gotta suspect the defense for North County is going to try and switch something up here soon.
I think so. You still don't have a safety here, right? So you have a spread on the left, and that's what they're trying to do right there. You can tell.
There's another carry, gain of about 3, so it's going to be 2nd and 7.
They're trying to open up that middle. Open up that middle a little bit, let
ball now going to be on North County's 43. Windsor setting up in the shotgun again. This time they have 4 wide receivers, 3 on the near side, 1 out far.
Connor Begman, number 3 here on the close side over here, wide receiver, 6'5", 195.
Snap, and Williams again carrying it straight up the middle. It looked like he would have had room, but he ran right over top one of the North County defensemen. Third and 4 now. They need to reach the North County 35.
He was a big kid, right? But Carter has the ups. Carter should be able to get up to the ball if they happen to throw a ball up in the corner.
Snap, and it's another handoff. Needed 4, only got 3, so it's going to be 4th and 1, and let's see if they go for it here.
Coach Alex DeMatteis, he's he's one of those kind of guys that believes in his players, and he's going to come out and he's going to make his boys grind. He's going to grind all the way through, try to make a play on 4th down and 2. I mean, you really kind of have to pack it in. I don't know. I would almost expect to see a little play fake here.
Elijah Lamb just came back in off the bench, off the sidelines, really. Setting up, and they got multiple options here again in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Handoff. Nope, he carries it right up the middle, has the first down, and they have connected a down conversion.
Once again, like we talked about, right, I think as this defensive line continues to get and press coverage, press on that quarterback, Peyton Allen in there pretty quick with less than a second and a half, 2 seconds, he was already putting his hands on the quarterback. So I think that's where North County is really going to be able to make a difference tonight.
You just saw Colton Purdue run in from the sidelines for the Owls. Right now, both teams with one passing attempt. Nolan Reed, 1 for 1. Derek Williams, 0 for 1. Man in motion, snap, handed to him. Nope, Williams took it, ran right up the middle. He's got room, now he's got field. Dodges 1, 10, 5, touchdown, and we're tied. And with a point after, Windsor will have the lead.
Derek Williams with the carry there, right? The ball was snapped right to him, and he made a little fake, went the other way. That's a great play call by Coach Matt.
Back here at Raider Field and Ed Ragsdale Memorial Press Box. I'm Jared Pettus along with Ryan Hawkins. Here's the kick. It's another short. And he's going to have to fall. So North County's going to get it on their own 34-yard line.
Right to James Ward again, right? I mean, the kid better be ready. They're going to come to him tonight. You know, normally that's what a head coach is supposed to do, right? They pick out the kids that may not get the ball all the time, but hey, that's a big play right there. 2 plays in a row he made, right? Give his team good field possession. That's how you get your name said too, right?
Yes, it is.
You just knock the ball down in the air.
Well, he didn't catch it. He did, like you said, give North County good field position.
Yeah, at that point, Coach Jones don't expect you to pick the ball up and run. He wants you to put it down on the ground,
yeah.
Hold on to it.
Don't fumble it, turn it over. North County setting up in the I formation, snap, hand it off. Running up the middle, looking for a first down. He's got it. He's got room at the 40. It's just him and Windsor taken down at the 30 in Windsor territory.
mentioned that a while ago, right? I'm excited to see Blake Head get the ball. I'm excited to see him get in that secondary. I really think right there he's seen two defenders that he had to beat, and he flew towards that corner, and he was merely there.
North County again setting up in the I. Another handoff. Taken down, it looked like Clayton Chandler and Nolan Reed were on the carry there. Gain of about 5.
Yeah, those are tough plays to make right there. You know, you're kind of trying to get the ball in the belly of the running back to see what's coming up, right? What defender's coming up to meet him. You could either pull it out and go take that option or not. You know, might have been a small little miscue right there.
Did gain him 5, so there's still no problem with that. Here's the snap. Another handoff. No, Nolan Reed still has it. I was deked out there, but he got the first down, and he's taken down on the
Reggie Dante came basically all the way from the other side of the line of scrimmage to make that tackle. That's a good way to shed a tackle right there, and you know, stop him basically with only about 7 yards to the end zone.
Mm-hmm. Ball on the 7. Snap. Handed off to Clayton Chandler, taken down in the backfield. Looked like he lost 1, but did I just see a flag go in there? I did see a flag in there. Sounds like it's going to be a horse collar on the defense. Here comes the call. Face mask on the defense, so that's going to move the play up.
It's a tough break for Windsor. I mean, they were actually in a good position there to really slow the ball down, but that's a tough one to break.
So it's going to be a first down for the Raiders, 1st and goal. Ball on the 3.
Let's watch Blake Head here, number 30, see if the ball goes to him.
Ball snapped. Head gets it. Running right up the middle, around the outside, and in for a touchdown. What a play.
Raider fans love it. That's kind of one of those appreciation balls right there. Coach Jones basically said, hey, way to run the ball hard. You had 2 great runs so far tonight. Why don't we put one in the end zone for you?
And tonight, this might be a high-scoring affair. Take a quick break. This is the UniTec Sports Network. Here's a decent kick. It's going to bounce, be touched, and he's stayed on his feet, was hit hard, and now there's about 6 or 7 Raiders there to bring him down. They're going to get the ball on their own 25 for Windsor. Handed off to the man that was in motion. He stops, pulls up, and that's going to bring him down now for a loss of about 1. He pulled up and stopped, and I don't think if you're the offensive coordinator and coach of the Windsor team, you don't want to see that happen.
Well, that was a great stop there, and way to shed a block right there. I think Clayton Chandler came up and just met that blocker right at the line of scrimmage, and he couldn't move him. And if you can't move a block one way or another and give your ball handler an opportunity to take a path, you're going to stop the ball up right there, especially on this close side of the field.
Windsor setting up in the same formation. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. He's going to keep it himself, pulled down for a gain of about 3 there. Make it 4. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Mason Lay again getting inside that line of scrimmage and getting a hand on that quarterback. What that's going to do mentally for that quarterback, too, as the night goes on, is as he turns to either make a fake or to drop back to pass, if he sees a blue jersey coming in, a blue helmet coming in, he's going to be looking. He's going to use his peripherals and really look to see, and that's good, right? You want that penetration every single – I'm sure these coaches down here on this Raiders side.
That's Williams, bumped by a Raider, dodges a tackle. He's got room, stiff arm there, pushed out of bounds. It is a huge gain, and there is a flag on the play.
That was a great run by Williams. I mean, he had to do it all himself right there. The route that he was going was completely blocked up, and he went complete other side of the field. Was able to make a really strong gain there. Kid's a great, strong runner.
Was a late flag. And the flag in the back. So it's going to be a face mask on the defense and a hold on the offense. I didn't see the face mask.
It was towards the end of the play. I mean, it could have went either way. It looked like it was kind of behind the tackle on the edge of the field. I don't know. It could have went either way.
So it's going to back the play up. So they won't get that big gain that they had.
Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow for Windsor, really, especially for that quarterback. You know, we see Williams when he runs the ball, and he's got a very good eye for where he needs to go. But this offensive line for Windsor has really got to come out and try to push this defensive line of the Raiders around. If he can't, they're going to struggle. They're really going to start to struggle, especially as the night goes on and your body starts to wear down a little bit and you start to get a little tired.
Brandon Foreman ran in with the play call for the Owls. They're going to set up in the same formation. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 7. Snap. He's going to run it himself again. No, he throws it across, incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and 8.
Williams there on the throw didn't really know which way to go. He was, kind of thinking to run and then seen an opportunity to throw. Was really kind of second guessing. That's a great job.
Wide open man, but it is short, and North County's going to get the ball in great field position.
Oof. That was a miscommunication there on the defense. Wide open pass. Just fell short for Windsor. Expect to see that play call again later tonight from Windsor for sure.
So North County's going to get it on Windsor's 33-yard line. And that's just 33 yards to the end zone, and that's what you love to see if you're Brian Jones in this Raider offense.
Well, while you do like to see that field, right, with where the ball is spotted, you don't like to see your defense break on something like that. You definitely have to go back, talk to your defense, talk to your secondary, and say, hey, that's how we get beat. We cannot commit on that run. Whoever was a safety on that, I'm not really sure. And it could be because of the transition, right? That was an interesting transition going from punt team, right, punt receiving team to defense.
Snap, we get a whistle. Flag on the play. Delay of game against the Raiders. That's going to back it up.
Yeah, you can't give those away for North County. Nolan was probably not watching the clock at that point because it looked like the play came in pretty quick.
North County setting up in the I. Snap. Handed off to Job Smith. Avoids one tackle. Now two. Staying on his feet. It may take one play. 10-5 touchdown, and they're going to extend the lead for North County.
Job Smith, sophomore, coming out of the backfield, strong downhill run. He is what I would like to see a runner like Blake had really like they could learn from each other, right? They could learn from each other. Blake is a real strong, heavy downhill runner. Job is really open out in the field and can really make anybody miss. But that's a good combination right there to have.
It's 3260 or online at BryantRestorationCo.com.
Hi, I'm Julie Pratt, and I would love to help you plan for retirement. At Belgrade Financial in Deloge, we work to build a financial plan that will focus on your individual needs. Retirement doesn't have to be hard. Let me work for you. Come see me today at Belgrade Financial Services in Deloge.
Hi, I'm Sean Paul, attorney at law here.
Back here in Bonne Terre, Missouri. Raiders up big, 21-7.
Well, and one big advantage there, right, was capitalizing on that missed throw, or else it could be a different. And I did see Jones bring a couple of those secondary defensive men down here and say, boys, you got to capitalize on your time. When your time is needed, it's time to capitalize.
Short kick touched. So Windsor's going to get the ball on their own 27.
Good hustle by Colton Boylan right there. He was merely 2 yards away from making that play. I like their kicking philosophy, both sides of the ball. Windsor and North County, I like that. Find an open hole. You don't have to kick it all the way down to the 10-yard line. What's the purpose, right? Kick it in an open gap and try to make a play on the ball.
Sometimes those players, too, that are in that area aren't ready for the ball, and they may drop it. They may miss it completely, and it may roll even farther back where it has to be down. And sometimes that's what you like to see. First down marker at the 38. Ball is snapped. Handed off. Ran right to the line of scrimmage. Gained about half a yard there. Doesn't count for anything, though.
From what I seen on Huddle last week whenever I was watching Windsor run, Chris Butts is a very strong runner. However, he did leave the game last week injured. I think may or may not be affecting him tonight, but you can definitely tell that he is he's favoring something. He doesn't look like he's running as normal as what I seen on video last week.
Windsor setting up an almost the identical play. Williams from shotgun goes to hand it off, but keeps it this time. Dodges one tackle. Oh, spin move. Would have had a first down, but he was wrapped up by the Raider defense.
Great play call there by Derek Williams. Another one of those little, fake the handoff, take off running when you find your hole, your gap. North County defense has really got to step up and watch the play fake really closely. It's difficult, but at the same time, you got to commit. You got to commit on where the ball is.
If you're one of the defenders for the Raiders and you pick up that he keeps the ball, do you yell it out to your teammates that he still has it?
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to talk. That's the one thing you can't do is stay silent.
All righty. That's the end of the first quarter. 21-7 your score in favor of the North County Raiders at home on homecoming.
I practice in the area of bankruptcy law, Chapter 7, Chapter 13, and family law. Family law generally is child support, divorce, and other related family issues. So call me today if you need some help, 314-827-4027.
Back here in North County. High-scoring first quarter, 21-7 the score in favor of the home team Raiders. As the team switched sides, they were looking for the hard count there. Quarterback carry again for the first down. Gain of about 4 there.
So a little adjustment from the defense here. You got 5 down linemen now, so you can put your defensive tackles on the outside of your offensive tackles. You don't have to necessarily bring them head up and worry about that run cutting up the middle. So you can let your guards basically kind of counter what that quarterback is doing, right, as he's trying to set that ball and really read the defense. Hopefully now this should be a good way for North County to really kind of stop this run.
3 options out far, 1 to the near side. And the shotgun formation, snap looking for a pass option. Short pass, caught, running straight up. Oh, it looks like he was close to the first down. Looks like it doesn't look like they have the first down. Yes, they do. They do have the first down. Ball is going to be on the 50-yard line, and they're going to get 10 yards for a first down here.
It was a great stand by the offensive line for Windsor. They really did a great job of giving their quarterback enough time off of that pressure that they've been getting really all night so far. Give him an opportunity to make a good throw to one of their playmakers. I mean, he got up the field and made that first down happen.
Ball on the back half of the 50. 4 options here, 2 on either side. Snapped, staying back, rolling out far, looking for a man. Flag is going to be called, and Blake Head does not like that, as Connor Begman just stopped running once he realized he had overran the throw.
Well, the ball was short, so if he has to slow down to get the ball, I mean, really, and Blake turned to look for the ball, so that is kind of a surprising call. I wasn't expecting that.
He didn't like it either. That is going to move the play up. That's going to move it way up, so it's going to be a first down. I apologize.
Sometimes if you are, if you're struggling to make the ball move down the field, throwing the ball up like that isn't a bad idea to try to get a flag. I mean, I've seen where that has helped, and that has worked in the past. So, good play call there by Coach Alex. I think that that gets him in good field range to score with only 11 minutes left.
Ball now on North County's 35-yard line. Man in motion. Snap. Carried by the quarterback. Taken down in the backfield, but he looked like he did have forward momentum, so it will remain 2nd and 10.
Another great job by that defensive line for North County. Stopping the ball and not allowing him enough time to really make a move out into the open field. I'm telling you, you get this Williams, number 8, this quarterback for Windsor in the open. Caught, great. Seeing him come all the way from across the side of the field, burn this safety here for North County. That's a heck of a throw. That's a tough one to swallow. That's 2 now, right? That is 2 now that could have been ended in big plays. Coach Jones is down here on the the 35-yard line looking at his secondary going, boys, what are we doing? What are we doing letting our the guy we're defending get behind us?
So now 3rd and 10. Raiders getting their positioning here. Ball is snapped. Keeps it. Throwing again deep. Short again. Blake Head knocked down the offensive wide receiver Connor Begman looking for the flag call. Wouldn't get it. So it's going to be 4th and 10.
Good defending play there by Blake. He noticed that. He noticed that receiver stopping right at the pylon practically. And even if you got forward momentum, you really got to keep your hands off. So he did. He turned around and he kept his hands off of him, and maybe he learned a little bit from that last play.
So far, Williams is only 1 for 6.
And I didn't see a lot of passing out of them whenever I was watching some game film from them last week. Little short routes, right, little 5-and-outs. But what they're doing is getting their playmakers the ball in open field, right? Giving them the opportunity, allowing them to make a play.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snap. Williams is going to stay up on his feet, brought down for a loss, and North County is going to get the ball on their own 36.
I'm not sure if that was a play call by Jones or if that was just a good read by Nolan Reed, but he's seen an opportunity to run and blitz on the snap and was in the backfield before the quarterback even knew he had time. So great job by the defense, great job by the Raiders. I think the Windsor really needs to try to press more, with that run, that little fake option run. I think that's been working for him. I think the passing game right now is not something they want to get into as much.
It really looked like to me that Williams, he doesn't have it tonight passing wise. All of his passes out deep except for one have all been short. That one was dropped at the 10-yard line.
Yep, and I think it comes back to that perception. He's seeing those defenders get into that line of scrimmage quickly.
Snap right to Nolan Reed, running straight up the middle, taken down, huge gain, and they're going to get it on Windsor's 48.
I don't know if you noticed, Jared, but watch this offensive line right now push this defensive line back on this next play. Even if this is a pass, let's just watch it right here and watch how hard this offensive line comes off the ball. A lot of these Windsor either defensive line or defensive backs play both sides of the ball. I mean, I think only one or two of them that I can see has actually left the field so far tonight.
Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it, looking for the first down. No, he's going to be taken down for a loss of 2, so it's going to be 3rd and 4.
That was a little slow of a play there. I don't think Nolan had full hands on the ball whenever he turned around to try to set that ball in his belly to pull it back out. So the wind is really picking up there tonight.
Yeah, it is. Blowing towards the end zone that the Raiders are attacking now. Snap looking for a pass option. Oh! Threw it behind Eric Roos, and it was almost picked off. That is Nolan Reed's first incomplete pass tonight. He's 2 for 3.
Quick little slant route there to Roos. I don't mind that play, right? Even though it was on 3rd down, you only need 5 yards. It's good to mix it up.
There was a jump by a linebacker. 20 to go on the play clock. Stands up Nolan Reed to get another play. All the wide receivers look at their wristbands. 12 now to go on the play. Well, it was 4th. I apologize there. So Windsor's going to get it on their own 41.
It was a low pass. I'm not sure if he even had an opportunity to really catch it. Jones is definitely not happy with that play right there. He could tell because the defender on that play was roughly 10 yards beyond that line of scrimmage. So all he had to do was catch it and run 4 yards, and he had a first down. So really, that's just a catch and throw.
Score still 21-7. 8:09 to go in the first half, second quarter. Man in motion, ball is snapped, handed to him, running out far, still on his feet, taken down hard behind the line of scrimmage, but he's still going to be 2nd and 10 because he got close enough to it, maybe half a yard back.
Looked like he was able to kind of reach for that ball where that play spot or that ball spotted right now.
It looked like he was hit hard. Allen with a big stop.
I'm really liking this defensive line right now. I mean, actually, both sides of the ball for the Raiders. Offense and defensive line are doing a great job of really holding up this run. As the night wears on these guys, I don't know. Windsor has really got to make something happen in this backfield. A couple times, they've broke out on some big plays. They got to give that quarterback an opportunity to get out in the open play, in the open field, and really try to make something happen.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 7. Again in shotgun formation, snap, short pass, caught by Begman, but he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a huge, huge stop for the Raiders.
Yeah, big stop. That was actually a pretty decent play call, too. It's kind of hard to miss that. It's like a tight end type yet. I was kind of surprised by that.
I figured they would, and I know I got the roster and saw it was wide receiver, but once I saw his height, I was like, there's no way they're not going to line him up like that. At 6'5", now he's going to kick the punt. Look for the hard count here, yeah.
Good call.
It bounces, picks it up, punts it up. It's going to be caught. Smith still on his feet now. Dodges about 3 tackles, pulled down at the 45 in Raider territory.
Wind whipping up there, high in the air, high in the lights. That's a good catch by Job. Way to at least secure the ball and make a few yards while you're at it.
North County going to get it on the 46. Our upcoming broadcast, we'll get it to you early and quick right now. Next week, we're back here at North County, Potosi at North County. It's our final regular season home game. And then on the 30th, we will have the playoffs. Here's the snap. Nolan Reed gives it off to Blake Head. Stays on his feet.
Feel himself pushing that that defender back, and he's loving it.
And this is a team game, so even if you don't touch the ball many times in the night, if you're doing your job, your team is going to be successful.
Well, and hats off to this offensive line and defensive line for the Raiders right now.
The extra point is blocked again, so Kekek's going to be 1 for 2 tonight. That's going to make the score 27-7. The Owls down by several. This is the UniTec Sports Network.
The UniTec Career Center, where we offer tomorrow's training today. We provide job training in industries that need you. Juniors and seniors from area schools can participate in great programs like radio TV, graphic design, culinary, nursing, computer networking, welding, machine tool, construction, residential wiring, computer maintenance, automotive, collision repair, outdoor power equipment, and robotics. Ask your counselor today how you can enroll at the UniTec Career Center.
Back here in North County and Bonne Terre. There's the kick, and that one is going to drop and be touched and carried now by the Owls. Taken down at the 36. That was Ian Carter on the return. So with 5:05 to go in the half, Windsor needs to score here.
Yeah, Windsor really needs to get some momentum going. And like we talked about earlier, I think as they move off the line of scrimmage, they got to move this defensive line from North County, but it doesn't seem to be happening so far. As time goes on, Coach Alex is probably going to recognize that. I'd imagine he will. He's throwing the
man in motion snap. Kept by the quarterback for a gain of about 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9. So far this season, Windsor, they haven't scored less than 14. Oh, no, they did score 13. They haven't scored less than 13 in a loss this season.
Yeah, and like we talked about early, they have been battling some injuries, and that's tough. That's tough on a high school football team. You've only got 8 to 10 seniors. One thing Coach Jones did tell me this week is he's got a lot of young talent right now that he expects to come back, and that shows a lot about the commitment from these boys.
Last week, Windsor 2-3 on the season. Here's the snap. Fakes the pass, thrown, almost intercepted as he pump faked and then threw it. So it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, it's tough on a quarterback when you've got blue helmets all over you. There's something to be said about this defensive line right now. I'm telling you, it's looking good as they continue to progress. Watching someone like Joe Ortman over here on this side. Joe Ortman has probably put his hands on that quarterback.
About 6 there.
And C-Strand had a hold of him, trying to tackle him high. You can't bring a big kid down like that high. You gotta come down at the legs. That's a tough break for C-Strand because he's one of their better tacklers. But you'll learn from that as time goes on. You'll learn from that. That's the reason you're out there playing.
So it's going to be 4th and 3. It looks like they're going to go for it here. They were unable to convert on the first time they went for it.
Yeah, Coach Alex is just thinking we got to stay momentum. We got to keep our momentum going. We can make 3 yards here.
Snap, handed off, stayed on his feet, pulled down. Looks like he has the first down, yes. So reset it. First down, Owls.
Yeah, to be able to come out of the backfield like that, break a couple tackles, you deserve a first down. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to be, right, with the Blues.
Yeah. With that Stanley Cup in 2019. Couldn't get it done this year. Here's the snap. It's another handoff. Dodges about 2 tackles there, brought down, gain of about 3. Ball going to be on the 50.
Ian Carter, I think, is another one of their both sides of the ball players. He doesn't look real big as you're looking from the box, but strong runner, strong defender too. He's had several tackles. I've heard his name announced several times tonight. That's a good thing. Probably mix it up a little bit. I expect to see this quarterback
They're going to talk about it here. The North County Faithful wants intentional grounding, and I agree.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're talking about there.
So it'll be 3rd and 20 for Windsor. Way back. Way back. Now the Windsor coach talking it over, and he doesn't like the call, and he's really adamant about it. You better watch it, it might get him a flag.
And I think rightfully so, right? Especially if the play is on the far end of the field. You know, you're trying to do what you can, especially as a coach, for your players. You know, you kind of have to be that person, right? Whether you're right or not, or you agree or not, you kind of have to be that guy. You know, you don't want your players to think that they don't have your back. So,
and especially when your quarterback is adamantly disagreeing with the official, you got to step in as if it was like your cleanup hitter arguing with the umpire.
Right.
In baseball, you don't want them to get tossed, so you'd rather it be you than them, but you still don't want to get tossed yourself. And they're still talking it over.
There it is. 3rd down.
All righty. They're going to uphold the call. Now, I didn't expect them to overturn it, but we have seen crazier things, especially in the year 2020. Snap. Going to need a big play here for a first down, 3rd and 20. He's going to run it right up the middle. He's past the line of scrimmage now. Brought down. A big gain of about 6 yards there, but still way back there, and they're going to have to punt it. 4th and 16 for the Owls. And we get a timeout.
Big stop there for North County. It's unfortunate for Windsor. You know, they had some movement going. That little discrepancy between the refs, that's tough.
We're going to keep it here. Lost interest.
Yeah.
More of a hockey fan now. I actually And from here on in the playoffs, it's just all good teams, and then you have the Astros. So whoever's going to come out of the American League, I'm going for them to beat the Astros in the ALCS.
Me too.
But it is what it is. So I guess if the Astros can prove they can win without trash cans, then maybe they're a legit winner.
Maybe. We'll see.
I guess, but I don't know if I'll be able to watch the World Series if they're in it. Not to be that way. It's just I just haven't had much. I really haven't had any care for baseball since some of the new rule changes that Manfred has put in. Mm-hmm. It's nothing against him. I've just found it less fun to watch. You know what I'm saying?
For those of you at home watching too, it seems like a lot of commotion down on the field. I think it has a lot to do with, the Windsor coach, Alex DeMatteis, is really having a hard time with the play call. At some point, the referee does need to make a decision and hold his decision, regardless of either team and what they think about it. That's their decision as a team of referees, right? And the decision has to be made. If it's not made, then really you're losing your game. You're losing focus of the game. you have got to make a decision and actually do something. Taking way too much time.
And they're going to put it back on 3rd down here. I don't know if you noticed that. So they did overturn one of their calls, and now Brian Jones, the 4th-year head coach of the North County Raiders, is discussing it with the on-field officials.
Well, and it'll be brought up later. It'll be brought up later to Misha. If there really is a discrepancy to be made, they'll look at it. What to do in the future. They'll bring it to these referees' attention. So now it's time to get on with the game. Enough about the referees. Let's focus on football.
Exactly. So now we still got the officials talking it over. It's going to be 3rd and 16 instead of 4th and 16. 9th play of the drive here. Ball is snapped, looking for a pass. He's going to need another big one. Short pass, but it's caught, carried up, brought down, so it's going to be 4th and about 6. And it looks like we have a Raider hurt down across the field. And we get another timeout on the field. And 4th and 5.
That's a big play there by Windsor. Big play.
We're going to take a break. This is the UniTec Sports Network. I apologize on that front. We were not going to send it to break.
Well, with the minute left and how things have unfolded so far, it's tough to swallow as a Raider fan, obviously. We don't necessarily know the conversation going on down on the field between the refs, but there is something to be said about taking away a down like that. There's a lot that went on between those downs, including a timeout by North County. That one will definitely be looked.
Here, the Owls quarterback, Derek Williams, in shotgun. We get a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be a false start on the offense. That's going to back it up.
Good execution there by the Raider defense. Holding up, especially with all the commotion going on right now. That's a great way to really push the ball back. Now you are at 4th down. You hold them tight here.
Just a minute 04 to go in the first half. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Here's the snap rolling out now. Here comes Peyton Allen, but there's a deep pass. Oh, it was almost caught one-handed by Brandon Foreman, but he couldn't, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Great defensive hold there by Will Claywell. Will went up with it, made a great defensive move towards the ball. His hands off of the receiver there. Great defensive hold up.
56 seconds to go. If North County could get, that would be big. You're 37.
To score again here would mean a lot for the Raiders. And coming into halftime with a lot of momentum going.
Ball thrown out far. Will Claywell making the catch, staying on his hard at the 45.
That play way. Quick catch for a 5 to 7 yard gain.
So it's going to be 2nd and 2 here. Ball is snapped, thrown out to the lone receiver out there. Reaches for the first down. A ball going to be spotted on the 49. 1st and 10 in favor of North County. There's back-to-back completions by the Raiders.
I love this right here. This is great play calling by Coach. 2-minute drill almost.
Nolan Reed is going to spike it to stop the clock. 36 to go in the first half. Keep it with us when we go.
We ran, right? Carter was the main guy. We're really even right now with 14 seconds left. Coach Jones, I would find somebody like we talked about a while ago, someone that doesn't look like they've ran the ball much or could run the ball much. Don't give them great field position. Hit it in one of these holes over here. Tell your guys to get to the ball quick.
(35-7) the score, 14 to go in the first half. Need a big return here if you're Windsor. And you need to come out big in the second quarter. They will get the ball first. Short kick. Dropped. If the Raiders can pick it up, it's their ball. No, they can't do it. It looked like there were about 3 Raiders there diving for it, and it may have pinballed off of each of them.
That was great. That was a great job. I think they might have seen him. It looked like number 24 was coming on the field from Windsor. It looked like he was kind of limping onto the field. I don't know if he was injured. 27, my apologies. And I think they just kind of picked him out and kicked the ball right to him, hoping he would do exactly what happened.
Ten seconds remain. 35-7 our score. Windsor with the ball on their own 36. Their last drive started on the 36, had 10 plays, ended in a turnover on downs at about their the North County 30-yard line.
If you're the secondary right now for the Raiders, you're going to give a little bit of not too much pressure, a little bit of pressure. Don't let the quarterback run outside the pocket. You know he's going to run it. There we go.
Pulled down in the backfield by Peyton Allen. What a stop.
Peyton Allen wrapped him up the moment he seen him right there. Stopped the ball. Great play all around.
As we head to halftime, 35-7 our score in favor of the North County Raiders here on the homecoming events of 2020. Keep it here. We'll have the North County Raider Regiment, the Raiderettes, and the North County Cheerleaders.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the 2020 Raider Regiment. Tonight, the Raider Regiment will perform the selections Hurt So Good, Hurt So Bad by Little Anthony and the Imperials, Good Riddance by Green Day, featuring xylophone soloist Reagan Gibson, and Painted Black by the Rolling Stones. The Raider Regiment is being led onto the field by Drum Major Catherine Gerhardt and Amethyst Besser Price. Drum Majors, is your band ready?
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent J.J. Vickers.
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams, and here are some of my listings. If you're looking to buy or sell, give me a call. I'm happy to help.
Fire, smoke, or water damage? Let Barnett Restoration take the stress out of the situation. We have over 75 years of combined construction and restoration experience. We are locally owned and work with all insurance companies. Call us anytime. We are open 24/7. You can reach Bryant Restoration at 986-3260 or online at bryantrestorationco.com.
Hi, I'm Julie Pratt, and I would love to help you plan for retirement. At Belgrade Financial in Deloge, we work to build a financial plan that will focus on your individual needs. Retirement doesn't have to be hard. Let me work for you. Come see me today at Belgrade Financial Services in Deloge.
Back here in Bonne Terre, Missouri, home of the North County Raiders here on homecoming in 2020. About to start the second half of action as the Raiders are up big 35-7 to open the half.
Yeah. A lot of progression.
I forgot to do that.
That's all right. Hey, a lot of progression by the North County Raiders. You know, I think as the night goes on, they have got to continue to press and press and press. There's nothing to shy away from for this Windsor defense. Same goes for the Windsor offense. I think they've still got to continue to give it to those playmakers. Derek Williams has made some progress, especially when he learns where that defender is. Best knowing when that guy's coming across that line of scrimmage. So him continuing to do that should give them some momentum to get going down the field. Still got a whole nother half of a football game. Lot of play left. 35-7. I mean, it is a big run or score differential, but at the same time, it's doable.
Yeah, and we have seen crazier things in not just high school football, but any level of football where teams have had huge comebacks in the second half. And with this Windsor team, if there was a team that could do it, I think it could be Windsor tonight.
Yeah, you can see they have a lot of good playmakers on the field. I think they're just struggling to really put it all together. I think, and that goes to be said, that I think the Raiders are really doing a good job of executing their game plan, right? Their game plan was, we're going to spread out our offense a little bit more this time, right? They only got one back a couple times. There's only two runs that I remember that they had they were running the I formation, and that was both times that Blake Head really broke out on a big play. So, they really just the Windsor really needs to just start playing their game, and that they met right down here in the end zone, and you can tell that coach is really feeding him an earful, but he's
Brandon Foreman on the far side. Squib picked up at the 30. Ran the width of the field, didn't gain much from where he caught it. Looked like he was down at about the 29. Here's the snap. Short pass. Caught. Taken down. Gain of about 2. First completion of the half for Derek Williams. By my account, both quarterbacks had 9 passes in the first half.
Yeah, I think that.
Taking a look, ball snapped, handed off, running right up the middle, taken down, but he was past the first down. Been running almost all night. And shotgun. 4 wide receivers snapped. It's handed again right up the middle, but this time he's going to be brought down for a loss of 1. So they're going to come out again with 4 wide receivers, this time 3 to the near side instead of twins on either side. Here's the snap again in shotgun formation. It's a handoff for the 3rd straight time, running right into the pile in front. He did gain 2, so it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Got to be careful, though, if you're the Raiders, right? One mental mistake in that secondary, and if that ball goes up in the air, you know, it can be a huge breakout play.
Again, they come out in shotgun formation. Ball is snapped, looking for a pass play, pump fakes, fires now to a wide open man, caught! Staying on his feet, pushed out of bounds. What a huge passing play.
Attention to, right? The moment you hit, you know, drive, ball in the middle, and all of a sudden you break open something like that, especially to a big wide receiver like Begman. That's a tough one, right? Now you're inside the red zone here. You got to make it.
Here's the snap, faking the handoff and keeping it, wrapped up by Peyton Allen and pulled down for a loss of 1.
Great stop there by the.
North County's 17-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 12. 2nd and 11, sorry. They come up again in shotgun formation. Snap. Quarterback keep. He's running right behind his blocker. Pulled down. Does have the first down. So he will be 5 yards away from the goal line, and they're pushing for a touchdown early in this half.
Keegan Thompson was a guard there. He was a pulling guard, so he went set up like a pass, and then he threw his defender and basically pulled off to the side, and that's where quarterback Derek Williams came straight behind him. Basically, he was his lead blocker. I mean, he was holding his shoulder pads the whole way through, saying, here, clear me a hole.
like train running downhill there. Here's the snap. It's Butts with it. Pulled down. Did gain 2. Looks like it's going to put him on the 2nd-yard line. There is a flag on the play. That's going to put it even closer. It's going to be on the Raiders.
This is one of those attempts right here, if you're the Raiders, where you really want to try to knock the ball out, try to stop their momentum. Windsor really needs to punch the ball in the end zone here. Really, you know, with 7 minutes, they're eating up a lot of clock running the ball, but really it's working for them. So right now, I'd continue to do it if I was Windsor.
That's going to put the ball on the 1-yard line for Windsor. Waiting for the play call. Ball is snapped. Going to be a quarterback carry, pushing into the end zone. Touchdown, 2nd of the night for Windsor. It was Derek Williams this time.
Derek Williams seen him a hole. He basically punched through it with no problem. No one touched him until basically he made the end zone. It's a great way to put some points on the board for Windsor. They definitely needed that. That's a big momentum shift. If you notice, not many Raider fans are really cheering anymore, but still got a lot of lead on the clock, or a lot of lead on the board. Just got to come back and got to fight, got to put up more points.
Williams now going to attempt a point after. Kick is up and good. 35-14 the score. I would send it to break, but right now it looks like I will just keep it here. Run you down our sponsors real quick. First State Community Bank, Hub's Pub in Bonne Terre, Domino's in Bonne Terre and Park Hills, A1 Home Care, Julie Pratt Financial, JJ Vickers Shelter Insurance in Bonne Terre, Danielle Burns Keller Realty, Bryant Restorations, the law offices of Sean Paul, Pizza 101 South in Bonne Terre, and that's actually the pizza we had before the game tonight in the production room, and of course the UniTec Career Center. Without the UniTec Career Center, there would be no UniTec Sports Network, and there would be no digital media class taught by Jason Lowry. While you're watching the stream tonight, be sure that you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Once you subscribe, please hit the bell notification. That way you won't miss a live stream sporting event or just project that is posted on the channel. All the videos on the channel are written, scripted, produced, shot, and edited by students of Jason Lowry's digital media class at the UniTec Career Center.
I'll tell you, I was pretty excited to see Pizza 101 in Bonne Terre.
I actually haven't tried it.
Great food. Always got great beer selections, for what it's worth. People that really enjoy a good drink and a pizza. It's a great place. My wife and I stopped in there one lunch, a few weeks back, and it's great.
Here's the kick. That one was received at the 7. Chandler with it. Running up. Still on his feet now. And he's going to be wrapped up. He lost a shoe, but he's still on his feet and is hit hard. Wow, that was an Owl player that was hit by his own team, and he is hurt.
Possibly a face mask on the play. May even be a holding. Got multiple calls on the field. That's a great run, though.
Yes, it was. He received it at the 7 and was pulled down at the 40. Huge 33-yard run there on the return.
Like we mentioned earlier, this North County team is pretty young. They got a lot of athletes coming back next year. Coach Jones is super excited. I talked to him a little bit about that this week. As he continues to see progression in his players, he's also seen different players find new positions, find new ways of making differences on this team, right? There was one kid, I think, that he had mentioned that had talked about, where he was a quarterback coming out of middle school, and now all of a sudden as a freshman, sophomore, now he's more of a wide receiver, and really he even plays a lot of secondary on the defensive side. So, as these guys start to develop their bodies and start to find new ways of, making a difference on the team, Coach Jones is super excited to have them.
So they're going to call a hit to the head against the Raiders, I guess.
They're
maybe
calling a targeting call.
Targeting call.
Could have been behind the play. That's that's a tough part, right? Because if you're coming in trying to push your guy, I didn't really see where it happened, so it could have been behind the play. But yeah, they're called a targeting there.
If they were calling it because of that down owl player, that was his own player that came in running head first and they hit head to head. But like you said, it could have been behind the play. I didn't see it. I was following the ball carrier. So the Raiders are going to get the ball 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard line. Here's the snap. Running right at the middle. Blake Head. It's going to take one play this drive at the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Raiders. It took them one play this drive. It took them 2 several drives ago, and it took them 3 on their first drive to get into the end zone. Push it in early, and they got another score.
Blake Head runs stronger and stronger and stronger every single time I see his hands on the ball. And I remember talking to him week 1, talking about, how excited are you to run the ball your senior year, have the play. And he said, I'm going to take every run, every advantage, every opportunity to take this ball down the field. And I think he's doing that. And that proves it right there, right? Was that his 3rd one tonight?
That's his third rushing touchdown tonight.
Big
I believe
deal.
He might have been targeted for a 2-point conversion earlier in the game as a little short pass, too.
I think a lot of that even goes into, this team, this coaching staff, seeing the work, seeing the time, the effort that he is putting into to this team. And that right there is how you say thank you, right? You give the guy the ball and you say, here, go for it.
And that's what you love to see. Here's the snap. Blocked again, and Carter Kekak, he's only going to be 1 for 3 right now.
Well, you can't be 8 for 8. You can't be 8 for 8 every week, right?
That's right. 41-14 our score here in the second quarter. North County has ball.
And family law. Family law generally is child support, divorce, and other related family issues. So call me today if you need some help, 314-827-4027.
Running backs get to do that. So that's a big deal. And, coaches, friends, family, everybody should be proud of him for that.
Decent kick received at the 10 by the Owls. Running. Dodges one, and he has one to beat now. Running to the outside at the 30. Pulls up. Oh, brought down, though, at the 20. He almost returned that one all the way. What a huge play.
Yeah, so if you didn't notice, a lot of these guys out here are freshmen and sophomores, and nothing to be said about that, right? But there were a couple freshmen out there. I noticed one that actually made the tackle. I think he was a sophomore. But anyway, he, that's a good job by those guys. Coach Jones just probably put those guys out there and said, here, go out, make a tackle, special teams, giving them an opportunity to be on the field, and that's great.
Raiders up 41-14. 7:05 to go in the third quarter. Ball. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, if you're going to put anybody in that backfield on that kickoff, it's Grant Mullins. I watched him play some JV this past week, and he is a ball. He goes after the ball.
Here's the snap. It's a handoff running right at the middle. Loss of none, gain of none. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah. So this offensive line for Windsor is really struggling with this defensive line from North County. You can tell just by how they come off the ball. These guys from Windsor are playing both sides right now. 68, 54, 55. I can't tell what the other one is, but you can tell that they're both playing both sides. They do not leave the field. They leave the field for kickoff.
Running on the field is Brandon Foreman. Gives the play call. Tyler Hunter, the center for these Owls, he's been limping around quite a bit between this last play, and he goes down quick. Here's a handoff. pulled down by the Raiders for a loss of 1. That was A.J. Patrick.
Defense for North County is really doing a great job at penetrating this offensive line and getting to the ball. At this point, as a coach, it's tough to say what it's going to take. You could put your second string offensive line in there maybe every other play, but really it takes a lot of reps to really beat some of these guys like what's on the other side for this North County defense.
Coming up with triplets to the far side, snapping. He's going to look for one of them. Throws it. Leaped. Oh! And I thought there was going to be a flag there. It looked like the wide receiver tripped over one of the Raiders players. It was incomplete, broken up by Carter Kekek.
I like the play call for Windsor, a little quick crossing route. And they're still playing man-to-man. There's no safety back there to really cover that. So I like the play call. Obviously, quarterback Derek Williams did not have time to throw it. So once again, Raiders defensive line is still getting back to that quarterback, and that's making it tough on him.
And Derek Williams, he's got to be careful throwing it because these North County Raiders, they've picked off several in the last couple weeks. And there's a turnover on downs, a good pass, but what a diving play by the Raider defense there to stop him.
Eric Roos made a huge tackle right there. That right there should probably be, if you're going to show any cornerback how to make a tackle on a play like that, that's probably it. You basically say, watch the ball. As soon as he breaks forward, you go after the ball, and you really go towards his lower half. You can't tackle him up high like we seen earlier. C-Strand had a high tackle that he missed. You go down for the legs, and that was it. Huge stop right there on 4th down, too, by the way.
Yes, it was. Windsor, on that entire drive, it looked like they lost 1 total, but on that last play they did gain 1. Here's the snap. Handed off, running. He's got a first down. Stayed on his feet. Shed a tackle.
Shedded, absolutely. Yeah, shedded a couple tackles.
Was pulled down. That was Kalen Lee Bell.
Kalen Lee Bell, a strong kid. You can tell he's a strong runner. This is a great opportunity to give him some snaps, give him some opportunity to really, put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
North County's going to set up in the I formation again as they await their play call. Wide receivers are Eric Roos to the near side, and out far that's Carter Kekek. In the backfield, Clayton Chandler and Lee Bell. Here's a short pass to Roos. Staying on his feet, he's got a blocker pulled out of bounds, but he did get the first down.
Talked about seeing that play later, right? They tried to make that play on that 4th down, and that was it. And one defender was about 6 yards back, and he was able to get roughly 11 out of that.
What a great play.
And that's one of those things that snap and quick throw, that has to be ran through so many times. The reps at practice, you have to go through that so many times because the quickness and the amount of time that it takes is very short window.
North County setting up in the same play, and it is the exact same play. Here it is again. Leaping, he did get the first down, but they did give him the first down. I thought he stepped out of bounds before, but he looks like he's going to gain 12 on that play. That's 3 first downs on 3 plays.
Andrew Seavey come out both times on those plays and made great blocks to that cornerback. And see, if you look downfield a little bit, you'll start to see now that this outside linebacker is going to start cheating out a little bit more. They're just going to try to cut that off a little bit. But then it just gives you an opportunity to run the ball, right side, right it through the 6 hole.
Setting up in the same play. Do it again 3 times in a row. This time he's going to reach. Looks like he did gain about 7 there.
I know what Coach Jones is thinking. He's thinking, if you're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. If you're going to give it to me and let me do the same play, I'm going to take it. But, the same goes for Coach Alex over, there at Windsor. He did the same thing a while ago, too. He ran 3 plays in a row because it was working for him. And that's what you got to do. You got to do what's working for you.
And once Windsor stops it, then that just opens up opportunity for more plays elsewhere. And here's a handoff. No, it's dropped, fumbled. It's going to be picked up by the Owls, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, that's tough. Tough for LaBelle. Ball was right in his stomach. He just couldn't pick it up. And that's one of those things, you don't get many opportunities to run the ball. When you do, you got to take advantage of it. I'm sure he's frustrated. It's tough.
So they're going to get the ball on the 38 in their own end with 3:57 to go.
I like that right there. You watch this sideline, you know, LaBelle's really frustrated with himself right now, and you got a guy that just scored 3 touchdowns tonight walk up and just tap him on the pad, say, keep your head up.
Haven't had an interception tonight. Could use one here. Here's a snap. It's going to be a handoff. This time he's going to gain about 1. Push down back, but he did have forward motion.
A couple new faces on the defense. Tegan Keller comes up and makes a great hit all the way out of the secondary.
I believe that was Ian Carter on the carry. Did not gain any, so it will remain 2nd and 10.
Windsor really needs to pick up the momentum. I know, you know, you're only down by, you know, a couple touchdowns to really make it a close game. Really probably your best opportunity to start airing out the ball, but as you guys could probably hear, the wind is really starting to pick up, and it's probably not going to be easy to throw the ball.
Here's a snap, taken down, though, in the backfield, but he is going to reach the line of scrimmage, remain 3rd and 10.
This offensive line for Windsor is really struggling. I mean, it is tough to stop these guys. Peyton Allen is a beast over there on that outside. Jackson Nash is really just hitting up the middle nonstop. I think he's hitting that center for Windsor every single time. Joe Ortman's doing a great job on this outside, hitting the outside and containing. I mean, he's just containing. This quarterback broke out a couple times, but ever since Joe's starting to line up, he's lining up on the outside of this offensive tackle. He cannot get outside of him.
They're going to set up and shotgun again are the Owls. Here's the snap, looking for a pass to the far side. Hard throw dropped by Begman.
Yeah, at this point, Derek Williams is kind of throwing his hands up like, what? I don't know what else to do. You know, we're trying to make some momentum go. He's kind of enjoying himself, though. I see him kind of moving around a little bit. You know, I think these guys have probably realized that for Windsor, they've got some playmakers. They just got to make something happen, right? Got to make something happen. Do a little bootleg, do a little trick play maybe, you know. Get some excitement going. You know, okay, you're 4th down. You're not going to punt it. Do a little trick play here. I mean, make something, you know, something different of it.
Any way to get into the end zone, that's what you need if you're the Owls here. And they can do it. We've seen it before. It is going to be 4th and 10. They are going to go for it. Here's the snap and another pass. No, a pump fake. Now he's looking, drops back and fires it. Leaping. Oh, almost picked off by Carter Kekek. But the Raiders are going to get the ball on the Owls' 38.
Again, like the play calling there by Windsor, right? Throw the ball up to a playmaker, your biggest guy on the team. Try to get him to go up for the ball. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit long. Now it's just time to try to get the ball back.
2:09 remaining in the 3rd quarter as we creep ever so closely to the end of regulation. About 14 minutes to go in total game clock time. Raiders setting up again in I formation. Going to be a handoff. Running right up the middle. Blakehead again pulled down, gain of 7. Chris Butts on the stop. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
I think the confidence level of Coach Jones for Blakehead right now is just through the roof. I'm sure he went over to him on the sideline, said, how you feeling, big guy? You got 3 touchdowns tonight. And he said, keep feeding me the ball.
He has done well tonight. They haven't targeted Carter Kekek that often this game, but their other playmakers, they're doing the job tonight. Here's the snap, and and it's picked off, and that might be a pick 6. 3rd of the season on by Nolan Reed. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, and end zone for a touchdown, a pick 6.
So there you have a quarterback playing the corner position, right? Who better than to read the quarterback than the quarterback? I mean,
exactly.
As tough as that is to swallow if you're Nolan Reed, you did just get got picked off by the quarterback that probably read that play to a T. That's a tough one to swallow, but, hey, you still got a pretty decent lead. You got a pretty padded lead. Just pay a little more attention closer next time, right? A little closer attention. That's a great play by Windsor, though. Great play by the quarterback.
And they read what Nolan Reed was going to do. They've done that the last drive that they had several times to Eric Roos on the opposite side where the quarterback for Windsor wasn't when he was on defense. And there's a blocked kick. Huge block.
Big stop right there. Big stop. There's still three touchdowns ahead. I think, you got to come out this time, reassess what do you want to do. Coach Jones probably didn't want to throw the ball right there, but I think he's probably just trying to, get a little bit more upfield before you really start running a lot. And now I think it's time to really run the ball, press the ball, and basically eat up some time.
That's Nolan Reed's first interception tonight, third of the season. He had 2 last week, and before that he had none.
Yeah, and I think that's what kind of hurt him against Festus. They had 2 big plays where they were within the red zone and they had 2 interceptions. And if you can't put the ball in the end zone, inside that 20, you lose momentum, right? You lose a ton of momentum. And then at the same time, you have Festus, which is known for eating up the clock, driving all the way from the 20 all the way down into your red zone and putting the ball in the end zone. That's tough, especially with those guys that are playing both sides of the ball.
North County will get the ball back here on the kick. Looks like they're going to set up for an onside kick here.
Well, they're definitely not going to kick it to, the 2 guys that are sitting out back. Job Smith is down, down there, and he had 2 kickoff attempts last week, both 60 yards long. So he had a lot of carry yards off the kickoff. So if anybody, they're not going to kick it to him.
I said they were going to set up for the onside kick. I was incorrect as they kick it off here. I just saw the ball on its side. This one's going to be received by the Raiders. Taken around the outside, and he can return this one far if he can go. At the 40, pulled down at the 32. What a play. That was Colton Boylan.
Colton Boylan's one of those guys. Look at this. Coach Jones takes off his hoodie. He goes, I'm burning up because this kid just came out and made a heck of a play. He mentioned Colton Boylan a lot, talking about a lot of his playmakers he has coming up. This kid's a sophomore, and he is fast. He is aggressive. He gets stronger and stronger every week. Just wait to see what this kid can do next year and the year after.
Ball is spotted on the 32 for North County. That was a huge, huge return by Boylan.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the Windsor just turned around and said he is freaky fast.
And he is. I blinked my eye and looked. Sneaky. He was from 140 to the other.
Sneaky fast.
Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff now to Blakehead. Misses one tackle. Stays on his feet again. He's going to reach for the end zone. 4th of the night. How is he not our player of the game tonight?
No question about it. And you can't imagine how good of a feeling it is. Not everybody gets to be a running back in your senior year, scoring 4 touchdowns in a game on homecoming. I mean, think of the stories you could tell, as he has kids and things like that. You tell your kids, yeah, I scored 4 touchdowns in homecoming, my senior year. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm sure his dad's listening. His dad's probably really proud of him. Family's really proud of him. And that just goes to show the work that this kid puts in. And really this whole team, I mean, the offensive line created a huge hole right there.
North County's going to go for 2 here. Snap. Nolan Reed's going to keep it. Run in. No. Touchdown. Well, 2-point conversion, really, by Nolan Reed. He had no opposition running at him, and they just let him walk right in.
A great offensive execution by the Raiders right there. I love how they continue to hit those playmakers hard. As time goes on and as reps go on, right, Blakehead is going to learn more and more about his ability. He's going to be more and more confident. That's going to be a big, big key thing for this team as the season continues.
And really, this point of the season, this is where you want your not just your playmakers, you want your quarterback, you want your offensive line, you want them to start getting into peak form for coming up for the playoffs in 2 weeks.
You want to get him to that
3
rhythm.
weeks.
You want to get him in that rhythm. You want to get him into that confidence level where when Coach Jones calls a play, they look at it and they say, okay, I know my job. Time to go execute.
And that's really what they've done tonight, apart from that pick six 2 drives ago. But that was really just a good read by the defense. And even when you're locked in offensively, that's going to happen.
It is, yeah. And as Windsor has put up some good points. I think they're struggling with that defensive line. But there's something to be said about North County.
North County picks it up on the onside kick. A little fake there. It got 10 yards, and they have the ball.
It's like Jackson Reed had the ball, picked it up right there. That was a big play. As quick as it went, I didn't even look like it went 10 yards.
Yeah, I know it didn't. It did go from 142 to 40. It looked like he picked it up right past the 50, maybe about the 47, and ran a couple more yards before being taken down at the 44.
Junior Jackson Reed came out of nowhere and basically just picked that ball up and said, yep, I'll take it. You ain't going to touch it, I'll take it.
So they're going to set up in the I formation again.
Is he going to go for a single game touchdown record?
Snap, and here it is again to Blake Head running. He's got blocker, stayed on his feet, out of bounds at the 33.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there is a single game record holder on the Windsor offense. I can't remember if it was Derek Williams or if it might even be Schuler. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure they have a single game rusher on the team.
Wow.
I wonder if Coach Jones is maybe going for that.
Looks like Kalen Lee Bell is in now. Here's a snap. It's going to be a short pass. Same play they've been running. Eric Roos has it. Staying on his feet still. It's going to take about 3 Windsor Owls to get him down. And now he's pushed after the play. Looks like he did gain 1. They're going to get their play here. It's a decent play attempt there, but it looks like the Owls have
well, clock's winding down right here in the third. I'm sure they're just trying to make it to the next quarter.
Snapped, and Lee Bell has it. Running around the outside, pulled out of bounds for a gain of about 8 there.
Good run there by LaBelle. That was a little redemption run that says, hey, you got the ball away from me last time, but I'm going to put it in your face this time.
2 seconds to go in this quarter. We will have a commercial break following the conclusion of the quarter. And this will be the last play. Ball snapped, handed. Clayton Chandler runs into his own man but stays on his feet and pulled down at the 10-yard line. So North County will get the ball once we come back. 49-20 the score as we head to the fourth quarter. This commercial break brought to you by Pizza 101 South. This is the UniTec Sports Network.
The UniTec Career Center, where we offer tomorrow's training today. We provide job training in industries that need you. Juniors and seniors from area schools can participate in great programs like radio TV, graphic design, culinary, nursing, computer networking, welding, machine tool, construction, residential wiring, computer maintenance, automotive, collision repair, outdoor power equipment, and robotics. Ask your counselor today how you can enroll at the UniTec Career Center.
Back here in Bonne Terre. Start of the fourth quarter. Raiders up 49-20. One more score and we'll have running clock. One more score by the Raiders. Windsor came into tonight undefeated on the road. They were 2-0, but they're 0-3 at home. It looks like they may have brought their home woes to North County tonight.
Yeah, struggles up at the front has caused Derek Williams, their quarterback, a lot of disruption, a lot of impatience, right? And that's a tough thing to do as a quarterback. We got to give props off to this offensive line, though. They've done a great job.
Snap, and Nolan Reed with the quarterback carry, taken down low. Looks like he was in. No, brought it down at the 1 yard line.
Taken down at the 1 yard line. It's first and goal for the Raiders.
And they are going to take Nolan Reed out on this play. Going in was Isaac Easter. I'm sorry about that.
It's all right. That was a tough run right there. He come a little off the ground. I just want to make sure he's all right.
Isaac Easter on the quarterback carry is brought down, stayed out. Looked like he crossed it, but no one gave the sign.
It's one of those kind of, if you're a quarterback, just to dive, maybe dive underneath, dive over the line. It's on like the half-yard line.
Clayton Chandler running in with the play call. Nolan Reed looks ready to come back in whenever his coach gives him the signal. Ball is snapped. Isaac Easter pushed in by his halfback Clayton Chandler right there for another North County touchdown. Make it 35 points between the two, 55-20, and North County going to come up for the point after attempt.
I like watching all the Raiders come off. They're all shaking each other's hands, telling their offensive line, great job. You look at guys like Peyton Allen that plays both sides of the ball and how many tackles he has, how many times he is behind the line of scrimmage, every defensive snap. And then offensively, to give your quarterback that much time to be blocking, creating that big of holes for your running backs.
Kick is up and good. 56-20 the score. We're going to keep it here. Run down our sponsors again. First State Community Bank, Hub's Pub in Bonne Terre, Domino's Pizza in Bonne Terre and Leadington, A1 Home Care, Julie Pratt Financial, JJ Vickers Shelter Insurance in Bonne Terre, Danielle Burns Keller Realty, Bryant Restorations, Law Offices of Sean Paul, Pizza 101 South in Bonne Terre, and the UniTec Career Center. This is the UniTec Sports Network. Again, while you're watching this game, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Once you subscribe, hit that bell notification to be notified for every live stream so you don't miss a game. All the videos on this channel are written, scripted, shot, produced, and edited by students of Jason Lowry's digital media class at the UniTec Career Center.
I have to say tonight, everybody did a great job. I know as we were coming up, it was coming down to the wire, having some troubles with whether it was YouTube or Google or something like that, but everybody came together and made it happen. So hats off to everybody. A whole group tonight did a great job.
And it also took former students that aren't even here to help out. Another onside kick, gets the 10 yards, diving, goes out of bounds, so there will be a flag.
Good hustle there. Colton Boylan almost had it. Almost had it. It was close.
I'm surprised up by this much that they're doing onside kicks. Do you think that's just to get the players ready for more like the playoffs where they have to run plays with in fourth quarters and stuff? Or?
Not necessarily. I think you got to play the game no matter what the score. This is varsity football. So, as much as you feel for the opposing team, at the same time, you got to keep putting points on the board. And it's obvious you don't want to kick it to their playmaker. You want to kick it to one side of the field or the other. And, you got to be aggressive. You got to continue to press no matter how many points you are ahead.
The Owls get it on their own 47. And shotgun formation with twins on either side. Snap is low to the knees of Williams. Staying on his feet, though, scrambling out to the far side. He's got only Raiders, throws it to nobody again, and there's a flag on the play. Might be roughing the passer here.
It looked like the flag was before the hit, though.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Intentional holding on the offense. Okay. I was wondering if they wouldn't have had a wide receiver near where that ball landed, it might have been another intentional grounding.
Yeah, you're right, because he was pretty deep. He was probably about at the 30.
Mm-hmm. And he was hit hard by the North County Raider.
Well, and as a quarterback, you're taught to you only give a couple yards, right? Because if that defender is making forward progress on you, right, and you give him too many close yards to you, he's going to hit you. And he has every intention and right to.
Here's a snap, handed off, running right up the middle, but right into Peyton Allen, who's going to force him down for a gain of none, loss of none, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you see this defensive line around these running backs, this quarterback all night long. It's just because this offensive line cannot push them out of the way. They cannot make any forward progress up front. And they have a couple times. They've been able to blow up a couple of them, but the majority they can't make much movement.
They did end up giving a yard there, so it will be 3rd and 9. And they set up with twins on either side again.
I'd be expecting to throw maybe up here to Begman again. Top of your corner. Carter Kekak's up there. Nope.
Incomplete pass was almost swatted down by the Raider, Andrew Sivvy.
Yeah, it looked kind of like it was a backward lateral there.
So it's going to be 4th and 9.
7.5 minutes left. Haven't put a deep ball up anywhere yet. It's probably not a bad idea. Put a deep ball up in play if you're Windsor. I don't know. Maybe try to get a penalty flag somewhere, get you closer to the end zone.
Maybe a hard snap again, like they did earlier.
You could. Hard count. I think this defense is pretty well. They're pretty well versed right now. They've had enough games. They know it's 4th down. They know to expect a hard count. Maybe.
Ball is snapped, and it looks like they are going to look for a long pass. Peyton Allen again trying for the sack. It's caught for a 4th down conversion, and he stays on his feet. Now he's going to cut the other way. What a play. He's got a blocker, too. At the 20, no, pulls up. Now he's to the 20. Staying to the outside. Stays on his feet, but he's brought down at the 10-yard line in Raider territory. And there's a Raider brought down hard in the backfield by Zach Austin, and he wants a flag, but he's not going to get it.
Definitely was a late hit. I don't think anyone caught it. None of the refs caught it, but that was a heck of a play there made by Windsor. I think that's what happens. If you notice in the backfield, there's a lot of second string, maybe even some third string defenders back there, and they just got caught off guard right there.
Would you say that the player just got lost in coverage there?
Well, it was just a cutback, right? You cut all the way across the field like that. You're in open field. It's tough to tackle a guy like that in open field.
Here's a snap looking for the end zone, not complete.
You got Isaac Easter out there on that far side defending. So if you look, your corners are all your second string, right? You got Cooper Kekak on this other side. So at this point, coach has probably realized that. He's probably going to start trying to make an attempt to go towards one of those sides.
Big shout out to former digital media instructor at the UniTec Career Center, Rob Love, watching from home.
Yeah, Rob. I know Rob.
Here's the snap. It's going to be another handoff. Running right up the middle. He gained about 5 there. Make it 4th and 5. 4th and goal on the 5.
Rob always seemed to be around the school. He was always around the school, even after he stopped teaching. I think he substituted for a while.
Yeah.
Great guy, great family.
I'm not sure if he still subs this year. I know he did last year. Subbed in my brother's class a few times. They're going to set up with 4 options on the wide receiver. There's a high snap, bobbled, but he keeps it up. Fires for the end zone, intercepted by the Raiders. Running the other way, brought down. That was Andrew Civey. What a play.
Andrew Civey read that quarterback perfectly. Made sure he didn't break too soon on that fake. Actually, the fake they couldn't make because of a high snap. He read that throw perfectly.
4 minutes to go now in regulation. We are on the running clock. North County gets it on their own 13. They're going to set it up. That Raider getting off the field quickly. Here's the snap. We get a flag. Against the Raiders. That's going to back them up. Illegal substitution, the call. 3 minutes to go now. Snap, running to the far side. That's Kalen Lee Bell. Stayed on his feet, still inbounds. No, they're going to call him out, but for a huge gain and a first down. What a play.
Great run right there by LaBelle. He's seen a wide open hole, broke a tackle, hit the open field, never looked back.
And he did shed a tackle there, but once he shed it, he did step out of bounds. Ball is going to be spotted on the 32 in the Raider territory. Grant Eaton and Peyton Allen now subbed off the field.
Both two great offensive and defensive linemen this evening. Done a tremendous job of really holding their blocks, making tackles. Those are two guys that you're definitely, you got one coming back next year, which is great.
Here's the snap, and Lee Bell has it again. Gains about 6 there, and we get a flag. It's late. We await this penalty call. It is going to be on the Raiders. I didn't see what happened. I just saw a man go down, and then once the Raider fell, I saw the flag. So that's going to back it up quite a bit. Bring it back to the 26. Make it 1st and 15. We get a timeout by North County with 1:33 to go. We'll go ahead and keep it here since there's just a little bit of time left.
Peyton Allen coming out, having a heck of a game on the offensive line, then turn around and being the leading tackler, right? A couple sacks last week as well. So that just goes to show, you leverage those playmakers, both sides of the ball, and it can come to your advantage.
Here's the snap. Taken down, so he's back to close to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 12. Second and 11.
Yeah, and you haven't heard much from about Carter tonight. Not as many targets to Carter. That just goes to show that the confidence is growing, right? Confidence is growing with his other playmakers. And at the same time, I probably said this 100 times already, you've got to do what's working, right? Running the ball like this, your offense is exploding off the ball and moving these linemen, coming out and hitting these linebackers.
Snap, and it's a handoff again. Isaac Easter as the quarterback. It was handed off to Nick Mitchell, the fullback for North County. He gained 2, make it 4th and 9. 3rd and 9.
Sure, that's going to do it.
That is our final score at North County. It's going to be 56-20 in favor of the homecoming North County Raiders on 2020. We are going to keep it here for a short little post game. We'll run a few ads, and when we come back, we'll have the short little post game here on the UniTec Sports Network.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent J.J. Vickers.
Hi, I'm Danielle Burns with Keller Williams, and here are some of my listings.
Back here in Bonne Terre, Missouri for the final score of the Raiders and Owls. The North County Raiders playing in the 2020 homecoming game. They win 56-20. Ryan, who do you got for your player of the game tonight?
Got to give my hats off to Blake Head on 4 touchdowns, and I don't even know how many yards tonight. It's hard to account for, right, as many times as he's touched the ball. With that being said, right, this kid's a tremendous athlete. We know he has been, right, and I think he's just kind of starting to come out of his shell, and he's just growing immensely as he carries the ball over and over again. But you also got to give your hats off to this line of scrimmage, man. Both sides of the ball. North County's line of scrimmage has come out. They have pressed and pressed and pressed almost every single quarterback that they've played week in and week out. So I think it's a combination. Blake Head did a tremendous job. Offensive line, defensive line, both sides of the ball. Tremendous effort. But something's got to be said, for Blake and his ability and, his determination to get down the field, put his head down and get down the field. So great job.
That's going to wrap it up here. Before we go, I am going to give you the upcoming games for the North County Raiders as they improve to 4-3 and creep ever closely to the Festus Tigers for the division lead, but I do believe Festus has claimed that. Their upcoming game, North County will play back at home on the 16th in Week 8 against Pettus, and Windsor will play in Sweet Springs for them. Give me just a second. We will get the out-of-town scoreboard for you via KFMOsports.com once that loads. we got a final in Fredericktown. Central wins 61-7. They remain undefeated. A final in Farmington. They do not remain undefeated as Jackson comes out victorious 56-14. DeSoto and Hillsboro. Hillsboro is on top 54-34 with 2:34 to go in the fourth quarter. St. Genevieve, they win their third of the game. They win 41-0 over Perryville. Sykeston and Potosi. Potosi comes out on top 39-25, and that's who North County will play next week. And then Pacific and Festus. Festus again wins. They're 6-0 now, 40-24 over Pacific. And in Valley Catholic and St. Genevieve, Valley Catholic wins 62-18 over New Madrid. That's going to wrap it up here. Before we go, I will give you our upcoming broadcast schedule. We have Potosi again here at North County. I've said that twice tonight. We will have that game. That is week 8 of the regular season. That is our last regular season broadcast. That is next week, Friday, October 16th. And then October 30th, we will have the playoffs here if North County is home. We might have Central if they're home, if North County is away. Hopefully, if North County's home, though, we will be back here on our own Wi-Fi. And then after that, basketball, whenever basketball season starts. So that's going to wrap it up here. Our sponsors again, First State Community Bank, Hub's Pub in Bonne Terre and Potosi, Domino's in Bonne Terre and Leadington, A1 Home Care, Julie Pratt Financial, JJ Vickers Shelter Insurance in Bonne Terre, Danielle Burns Color and Realty, Bryant Restoration, Law Offices of Sean Paul, Pizza 101 South in Bonne Terre, and of course the UniTec Career Center. Once again, while you're watching the stream tonight, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And once you've subscribed, hit that bell button for notifications so you don't miss a live stream. All the videos on this channel are written, scripted, produced, shot, and edited by students of Jason Lowry's digital media class at the UniTec Career Center. This is the UniTec Sports Network. Our final again, 56-20 in favor of North County here on homecoming for our crew involved. That's Rico Miller, Sean Paul, Savannah Stubblefield, Connor Mooney, Daren Barnett, and the MAC. For Ryan Hawkins, Jason Lowry, I'm Jared Pettus saying good night.